Hello everyone, welcome to Automation Community. In this video, we are going to discuss about control system. Before going to the topic, please like and subscribe our channel. So, we have some significant words in control system. Those are process, control, measurements and instrumentation. So, let's discuss one by one. What is process? So, a process is a step-by-step procedure we have to do to achieve the desired output. It's a series of activity in a sequential manner to achieve an desired output. The word desired is very important. What actually I want, to get that you have to follow the step-by-step procedures. So, let's take a layman example. If you want to prepare a cake, you want to prepare a birthday cake for your friend. So, and she or he may likes a strawberry flavor, and you have to follow the series of procedures one by one. You have to follow to get a perfect strawberry cake, right? For example, there is a steps, right? So initially you have to mix all the flour in the proper ratio. After that you have to mix it and you have to give some time to settle it down. Later you have to bake the cake pan. You have to heat the cake pan first, and after that you have to pour the mix, and you have to wait it for some time, and later you have to make it cool, and you have to prepare for the toppings. Like that you have series of steps. If you are mix matching all these steps, you cannot get the proper cake, right? So this is a simple example for the layman to understand what is the process. So one by one you have to follow to get the desired output. Output anyone can get, anyone can bake a cake, but to get the perfect cake you have to follow the procedures. So that is called as process. And the next one is a control. When you are baking a cake, you have to monitor the temperature and you have to monitor the ratio of all the ingredients you are adding. So this monitoring and controlling, right? So if you are monitoring, you will get to know, oh, this is more or this is less, you have to add this. Like that you are taking some actions to get the perfect result, right? That is a control. And obviously the next measurements is the quantity, how much it have to be, that is a measurements. And instrumentation is focused on a design and configuration of the system. So it's a planning. So these are all the four important words we have to know about control system. So let's see about the definition of control system. It's a combination of various elements connected as a unit to direct or regulate. Obviously, control is nothing but to dictate or regulate, right? So itself or any other system in order to provide the specific output. This specific output is nothing but a desired output. So this is called as control system. And we have two major types of control system, which are open loop control system and closed loop control system. So as we have already discussed about the example of control system with cake baking, I have one more example here, which is a four-way traffic light control. Obviously everyone will come across a traffic junction, right? So it's a simple control system to control a traffic, which is comes under our transport automation. In our previous session we have seen the types of automation, and in that we have a transport automation, and this example will come under that. So we will be writing a simple logic to control this four-way traffic. So first east have to go, and there will be a free left, and there will be a time for people to cross the road, and after that south, the vehicles can move to all the sides. So like that, at one time only one side is allowed. So like that we can write a logic to make a simple control system, right? So let's move on to the type of control system, and the first one is open loop control system. So what is this open loop control system is, you will be giving some input, you will be doing some process, and you will be getting some output, and whatever the output you have to accept it, or you cannot have a control over that output, right? So let's take one more layman example for the better understanding. You are a operator of one auditorium, and your work is to manage the temperature of the auditorium. I mean, let's take the air conditioning is there, and you are going to monitor or control the the temperature of the whole auditorium, where 500 people can sit. Okay, so there was a function, and you are the operator over there, and all 500 people were inside, and you are assuming that okay, 500 people is there, and the auditorium is this much big, so this much temperature is fine. Like that you are you have a plan, and you have fixed the temperature with maybe let's take one example like maybe around 20 degree. Okay, so the room temperature is 20 degree now, and it's a open loop control system. Like, for how I can define this as a open loop control system means, you are setting a temperature to the auditorium, and what temperature you have set is the final one. You will be getting some output like, okay, you are setting 18 or 20, and the output is also 18 or 20. Okay, but if you see the room, the room temperature depends upon how much people is also inside, right? So you are not getting any details about how many people are inside. So you are not getting any information like that. Just like that, you have set one temperature and output came. That's it. So this is a open loop control system. So for example, if the population is more, and they want the temperature has to be bit less, but they don't have a source to tell you, they don't have access to inform the operator to tell that, see here this much people are there, so we want more I mean the less temperature. So you don't have a feedback over here. So that is a open loop control system, and whenever you are getting a feedback from the people who is in auditorium, and you will be getting like this much people are there, and you have to reduce this much maybe 2 or 3 degrees Celsius you can less, like that. Some feedback if you are getting means the output should be the desired one, right? So this is for the layman, the example is for the layman, and you can see the input you are giving. Okay, so this is the process, these control element and the disturbances, open loop system, these are all the process actually happening. The temperature is increasing or decreasing kind of, and you will be getting the output. Okay, so you will be getting the feedback signal. See this, the output you want is 20 degrees Celsius. Okay, but the output you are getting is 25 degrees Celsius. So you will be getting the feedback, you will be having an input here as 20, and you will be getting a feedback as 5 degree, like 5 degree less is there, so you have to reduce or increase a bit. Like that you will be having some conclusion here, you will compare here what I gave, what is actually happening. So to get what I want, what is the feedback signal? So according to that feedback signal, you can correct, you can rectify it to get the desired output. So this is actually happening in the industry. So all our industrial automations are working under a closed loop control system. Okay, so without feedback we cannot get the proper desired output. So I'll just explain this traffic light also in open loop and closed loop. Okay, so let's take the traffic light is under a open loop. So you'll be having a program like first east, for east direction 30 seconds, south direction 30 seconds, west direction 30 seconds, and the north is 30 seconds. So it will be circulating 30 30 30 30, and again east people will get 30, again south people will be getting 30. This is an open loop control system. Once it is programmed, means programmed. Okay, so imagine there is a less traffic in south and more traffic in north, right? So south people will, the people who are in waiting for a signal is very less, and they can move within 10 seconds. So the remaining 20 seconds is a waste of time, right? So but if you see the north side, people are more, the vehicles are more, and they want, and 30 seconds is not enough. So in this case, if you are not getting a feedback, what will happen? 30 30 30 30 seconds, in the interval it will be keep on going. But if you have a sensor, or if you have some feedback to get that, see, north side is traffic is more, so you have to increase the time. South side is traffic is very less, and you have to decrease the time. Like that, if you are getting a feedback, means what you will do? Immediately you will change your program, you will increase the time. So for north, give 60 seconds, and for south, let reduce to 15 seconds. Correct now? So like that we can take a feedback from the field to get the desired output. So this is what we want, right? What is the requirement of, what is the need of automation? So once we were using a open loop control, where the output is not that much considered. Okay, let it be, whatever comes. Like that means open loop is fine. But what actually you want means you have to go for the closed loop control system. So I hope you have understood the basic about control system and its types. So I'll meet you in the next session. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe our channel. Thank you.